We are learning more tonight about what happened in the hours before that ferry sunk off the coast of South Korea last week. It wasn't the crew who made the first calls for help, it was the passengers. In fact, the very first call came from a frightened teenager who said, "Save us, we're on a ship, and I think it's sinking." He was one of 20 passengers who called emergency services while the crew took to the lifeboats. That boy is among the nearly 200 still missing. And now, after days of slow progress, officials are trying to find new ways to recover the victims. Paul Johnson reports.
A diver trying to break a window on the sunken ferry today. The work is dangerous and painstaking, but it's the only way right now to locate and account for the dead. Divers have been frustrated by fast currents and visibility so bad they can barely see their hands in front of their faces. But the work goes on. The bodies are brought to a nearby port where a cluster of white tents serves as a mortuary. One for women and girls, another for boys and men. It's here where some of the relatives have come to identify their loved ones. Many are still openly grieving. Please save them, says this man, who said the government shouldn't stop civilian divers who are willing to dive on the ship to help in the search. But that may change soon. Facing the limits of what can be done with divers, authorities are now planning their next step, using a robotic sub to prepare the ship to be hauled out of the water. A move they say they'll coordinate closely with relatives and may take place later this week. In Ansan, near the school where many of the victims came from, the funeral for 17-year-old Yang On-yu was held today. Another was held for a Navy officer who died in the rescue operation. This memorial on the island where the stricken ship was headed. Two of many funerals South Koreans will see in the coming days. Paul Johnson, Global News, Beijing.
And for more on the lives of those missing and killed in that ferry sinking, you can go to our website, globalnews.ca.